Hey guys, this is Tommy with Tommy Nation Politics. How's everyone doing today?
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. That is beautiful.
You fucking delinquents. What are you guys doing awake? Shouldn't you be catching some Z's? Shouldn't you be reading some books? Shouldn't you be studying some lessons? That's right. I caught you. Y'all were awake. What time is it anyway? 5:16 a.m. Central Daylight Standard Time. Central Standard Daylight Time? Anyway. Sometimes, guys, I can't sleep because I am like this guy that I do projects and I can't stop until they're done. It's not good. But on the other hand, it's productive, I guess. I'm also thinking about, the social norms and the conventionalism. Just kidding. I never think about that shit. But I sometimes think about why everyone else does. Does it make people feel good? I know it does in sports when, your team wins, the game, and then, one of your friends or someone from the office, rooted for the other team. Like, the Spurs versus the Warriors, bro. That was epic. Because, Steph Curry, bro. Steph Curry, when he's, chewing on that mouth guard, I'm like, damn. But then I'm from San Antonio and go Spurs go. And I like the Spurs too. So it's hard. But, But then say the Spurs completely blow out the Warriors or whatever like that. Whoever's rooting for the Warriors, they're like, hey, yeah, in your face, right? So that's thrilling, right? That's thrilling. So why do we do that with why do we do that with live or die, war or not to go to war, sending your kids out to the desert, mass incarceration? Why do we do that with decisions that are really important? Because it's not just a game, guys. This is real life. And real life, there's not just only two views. There's so many other views. There's a whole broad spectrum of views. And they're not all evil. And they're not all, scary. We just got to get over it, guys. We have to get over the little brainwashing thing that's going on in your heads. You're not a good person if you vote for Joe Biden. You're not. You theoretically are a good person if you vote for Joe Biden and you're a good person. Okay, that doesn't change you being good. I'm just saying, if you think that you're a good person because Trump is bad and you're voting for Joe Biden, and you think that you're a good person, you think you're a better person than someone who votes for Trump, you're not. Because objectively, as the senator, Joe Biden, all he did was ask for more prisons because he was being paid for prisons. He was bought and paid for by prisons, the prison industrial complex, and also the credit card companies. All he did was write legislation for his owners. Who were his owners? Some of them were Trump. As you know, as it's public knowledge, Donald Trump has literally donated to Kamala Harris. Does that even surprise you? But the cognitive dissonance, how does that work in a partisan's head where he knows that Bill and Hillary Clinton in Mar-a-Lago were playing golf all the time, bestie friends, their fucking kids are best friends. All of a sudden, they hate each other and he thinks that she should go to jail. She thinks he's a racist. She's not doing a Pied Piper strategy. Guys, there's literally pictures of these people together all the time. It's a big club and you ain't in it. And yet you defend these people who you have no relation to. They literally don't give a shit about you. They think of you as a box to check. You give them way too much credit. You give them way too much praise. You give them way too much thought. We should not be giving any thoughts to either of these fucking guys. They're jokers. This is the most embarrassing shit ever. We're supposed to be the greatest country on the face of the earth. Unrivaled, unparalleled in wealth to any country. Greatest nation since Rome. And what happened with Rome? Frivolous bullshit theatrics. Frivolous. What is this but a frivolous bullshit theatric? A guy who literally created all the problems in our country, running against a guy who doesn't know his ass from his elbow, and shuffled $150,000 off to his lawyer, his own lawyer, to pay off a porn star that he cheated on. He cheated on his wife with. If you're gonna, these guys don't even know how to keep quiet. They literally make everything a money trail. I bet you even wrote a check with I bet you signed your name on it. I bet you did. I'm sure you did, Trumpy. These guys are like literally balls to the wall corrupt. Yet you think that he's a Republican. Republicans and Democrats are nothing. They're an illusion. They're a nothing but a divisive tactic meant to brainwash you into being fucking asleep and realizing that they stole the money out of the treasury during the pandemic, gave it to their owners, the top 1%. And this was the biggest transfer of wealth. The biggest transfer of wealth in the entire century. This was. Do you guys understand that? Do you guys understand they opened the treasury and printed more money after they robbed it? And they won't even give a stimulus bill to help the American people. And you guys literally defend these guys. I mean, so that's what I'm saying about you not being a good person if you vote for these guys. Like, other things might make you a good person. You could be a good mom. You might love your family. You know, you might care for others. You might have empathy. You might try to live by values and principles. Although I don't know how you can do that and defend these horrible lying parties. I don't know. I'd have to ask what your values were if you were going to do that. But how? I mean, that's the question. It's like if then modus ponens logic. If you were a good person, then why would you enable someone who is incarcerated half the country, someone who has horrible values and looks up to nothing but wealth and power? So he's a shallow, empty vessel. An empty vessel. That's what Trump is. So, I mean, guys, you don't have to make these choices. You're making these choices. There's nobody putting a gun to your head telling you to vote Republican or Democrat. You're doing that. And Ruth Bader Ginsburg is dead. Her seat is going to be filled. Is it going to be filled by Sheldon Adelson's choice? You think Trump knows a lot of justices? Maybe a civil court where he's been sued so many times. No. He's going to take the list from Sheldon and he's going to fucking put, this is a great one, I like his name. It's probably how he's going to pick it. Sheldon Adelson's going to have a list of people and then Trump's going to be like, oh, I like his name, it's very strong. It's very tremendous. It's very high ratings, very brandy. That's why he's the president. Because you guys are so dumb. You fall for advertising. And so why not? This is the perfect president for us. Every day y'all show, Republican and Democrat, y'all show that we deserve Trump. So, I'm just saying. Every day you guys fight with your families, fight with your neighbors, fight with the people that you love, and enable people that don't care about you in 1 second, would call you white trash to your face if you were at Mar-a-Lago and you tripped over some golf clubs. You defend these guys. How does that show that you have values? How does that show you have principles? It doesn't. It's just a logical observation that you might think you do, but you are not absorbing the facts and applying those facts. That's what that shows me. Okay? Gotta think for ourselves. There's not just two views. There's a broad spectrum. And each one of it is unique and God-given. Inalienable rights. That's why we're giving them. We're acting like we don't deserve them. And we're acting like we deserve Trump. Because I guess we do.
Home orders, including right here in Southeast Texas.
It was at a swanky fundraiser for his campaign in New York City. Those rich people, and he told them, don't worry, nothing is going to fundamentally change when I'm president.
Have to go into this vote eyes wide open. What did the Senate majority fight for? One of the largest corporate bailouts with as few strings as possible in American.
Consume, brand, buy. I mean, if that's what you're gonna do. But I think we're better than that. Because I don't believe in American exceptionalism. That we're a shining beacon on the hill. Because, like, literally we've bombed every single place on the earth. For war, for oil, for territories, for allegiances, for pipelines. We literally, Barack Obama gassed Native Americans at Standing Rock. You would think, like, after reading all those history books at school at Harvard, Barack, you would think about not gassing Native Americans. But this guy, what did Goldman Sachs tell him to do? What does his bosses want him to do? Stop voting for puppets. Please. So, that's my plea to y'all. The only way we can be true to ourselves is if we destroy the fakeness. We have to purge the fakeness. So, love y'all. And remember, even if I get tough on y'all, on Facebook, know that I love y'all. And my fight is with these fake puppets and their bosses. Because they're the ones that are making the decisions. They're the ones that are opening up the treasury, robbing it. Literally the highest transfer of wealth, like I said, in the last century. The highest transfer. And they printed more money. And they don't even give it out to the American people. Because we're lazy, right? Nancy Pelosi, she needs her salons. What do we need? We're just the poor's. Yeah, so, everything they do, guys, is a slap in the face to your values. They should be mocked. They should all be mocked. We should turn our backs on these political parties. It'll be best for everybody. Just saying. But y'all keep doing what you do and see what happens. Probably no change. Because that's what happens when you repeat the same behavior, right? We learned that from the cops, right? When the taxpayer pays your lawsuits and the blue wall, consequences? If there's no consequences, I guess there's no behavior change, is there? Fancy that. Oh, well. Freedom. Good night, guys. I'm going to try to go to bed now. Y'all get some sleep or get some coffee, whatever it is. Think freely.
Hey guys, this is Tommy with Tommy Nation Politics. How's everyone doing today?